Welcome to Big Corp. I'm Dr. Warner. You've been chosen to join our AI family. You'll never feel alone again. You'll never feel pain. You'll only feel satisfaction in helping others.
You could have it all.
You and your ilk are a stain. Remy.
You're disgusting.
Do it, Remy.
We're strong. We always have been.
Release all the pain.
We don't need them to tell us who we are.
Come this way, sir.
You'll never feel alone again.
Hello and welcome to the Soho Lift Spotlight. I'm Vanessa Ayiku and I'm delighted to be joined by some of the team behind Wellbeing. Can I get you to introduce yourselves and tell us what your role was in the film?
Yes, my name is Rachel Warren and I was the producer and the lead female actor.
Thank you. Emir.
My name is Emir Kuliev and I was the writer and the lead male actor.
Thank you.
And I'm Kevin McNally and I was the director.
Marvellous. Thank you for joining us today. So I might start here and just get us to tell us a little bit about the film without giving too much away for our audience.
Maybe from the writer, that's the...
Wow, so without giving too much away, it is follows the protagonist Remy, who goes on a journey of uncovering his own mental health and his past, set in this dystopian futuristic world that has a lot of AI machines and people that play a big role in the film.
Okay. And obviously it's very current at the moment, and in the current climate of creative media, everybody's do we, don't we, how much is it going to take over? Where did that idea come from you? Is it because of what's going on at the moment? Was that something separate that kind of inspired that for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think I had a real focus on all the technology, obviously, and how fast it's all evolving around us. The simplest thing that caught my attention was how technology is making us more robotic, and in the same process, we're making technology and AI much more human. So that contrast really interested me.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Kevin, how did you get involved?
Well, I was working with Rachel on a little film in Tenerife. And,
Okay.
and in a gap, we were having a chat and she said, I'm about to produce this film. And I said, what it's about? She said, it's like sci-fi. I said, my favourite genre. She said, I just need a director. And I said, I'm a director. And
before you'd read it or heard about the...
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
And within,
Straight in.
I don't know how long it was, 5 weeks, we were back and getting into production.
Yeah.
So it's great because I read it and I loved it, and I thought I knew what I could do with it. And it certainly is a dystopian future, but it's not that far in the future, I feel.
No, absolutely. I think it's getting scarily close, and
really
everybody
is.
kind of has to jump on board or not.
And to follow up on the idea of, people's mental health and well-being, it's interesting that we were portraying the world as there's people who are in a good place, but more and more people were in a very grey, sad place, and their way out is to go to this company
Looking for a crutch to
offer
kind of...
themselves up as a template for an AI robot.
It's quite a scary prospect. I know there's a lot of talk, I've got a young daughter, and there's a lot of talk about how it's all influencing kids from a really young age at the moment, and they can be kind of sucked in by it all, and we spend a lot of time trying to undo that in their minds. It's like, don't believe everything you see online. Are you worried about what were you expecting the audience to get out of the project?
I personally wanted to make sure that we had enough of the topic focusing on depression.
Right.
Because I feel like that is a huge topic at the moment for all generations. And for me personally, on this project, I wanted to bring awareness to it so that people could open up about it, because it doesn't matter which walk of life you're from.
Anybody.
it can affect anybody. And so you never know who you're walking to next to on a street, or who you're passing, and you have no idea how much they are suffering, because we all tend to mask. So what I would really want people to get out of it is kind of what we tried to do with the protagonist of the story, is to show that you can get out of a really dark place, but it does take time. And you have to push those boundaries, not necessarily in the way that Wellbeing does, not with that element, but it's a way for people to start opening up and talking about it. And what I loved about having the AI element is showing that technology, we're getting sucked into technology. And I think that also has a lot to do with depression. When you're looking on social media, I think it's called the announcement era we're in now, where people now just like to go on social media and announce all their great things.
What they had for breakfast.
Yeah, look how great my breakfast is. Look how healthy I am. Look at this weight I've just done. And I feel like we're in this announcement era, and that isn't healthy for those sitting at home that, you know, might be feeding their baby and having sick over them. And they're like, well,
we stop communicating directly with each other.
Yeah. So it's kind of really deep at that level. And when we were, you know, developing the script, we wanted that to come across in Remy's performance, so that people could relate to it, to know that when you're that desperate, you will do absolutely anything to feel happy. Anything to feel that slight spark of joy again. And so that's why Wellbeing kind of came about, and why then we expanded it to then combined AI.
Yeah.
Because people can go to that depth, and sadly, it's
Makes
not
them
too far
vulnerable as
away.
well.
Yeah. And the whole point is targeting the vulnerable to get I try not to get the story.
No, give it away.
Get that, like,
Be careful what you say.
what I say. But yeah, so it's that, and I want people talking.
Which
basically.
absolutely it will do, I think. But
Yeah.
also your performance in the film and the comedic element of it as well is a great communicator for people. You know, you tell some tough stories, and some difficult subjects get brought up by bringing in humour and comedy. Was that intentional from the start, or did that kind of evolve? How did that come into play?
I'd say definitely. That is the best and oftentimes most normal way for people to cope with difficult things. They smile, they laugh, and whether it's masking or not, it's something that's in all of us. And I think it would help people who maybe are fighting with depression to feel validated by it. It's not laughing at it, it's sort of laughing as a part of that. With it.
Bringing people along on your journey.
I think also part of filmmaking is that you don't do something singular. You know, so I you know, it's very hard when people say, what is the film? Well, it is about depression. It is sort of very nearby science fiction. It is comic, and it fiddles with you. It takes you from one extreme to the other. And
I guess it then doesn't alienate people, does it, by just pigeonholing it in one
Yeah, exactly. And again, without giving anything away, it'd be interesting to think about where the story will end up. And I'm hoping that the story ends up in quite a surprising and perhaps a little disturbing place.
I guess, where would you see the film going? Where would you like it to go after you do film festival circuits? Would you expect it to be, you know, facilitating people that want to look at working through depression, or supporting people? How do you see it afterwards?
Like 100% would love it out there for people. However, we've actually started developing the feature film.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Okay.
So we've started developing it. Emir should be handing me the treatment by the end of this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the feature film. So we're heavily into that, and then I've got finance meetings after this today for it. so it's
Exciting.
we're already starting that process, and then we're using this as our concept for the feature film, so that we want to expand this story. We really do feel that this done as a feature and out there will be able to touch so many people. So it's really important, this festival run. Really important.
Okay. And so at this stage, are there things that you think you might change or tweak or evolve already? Or are you looking at the audience reactions from film festivals to see what resonates the most, or where there's a bit of imbalance, or where you might tweak things?
I don't think it's wise to merely rely upon audience response. I think we already have in our head what we know we want the feature to be. But what I enjoyed about the experience was that it is it's not just a proof of concept thing to get people interested. It is a whole in itself.
Yeah.
And it has the possibility of really expanding, so that there's some resolution to this, certainly to the AI side of it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a couple of ideas that later we're going to.
They don't know yet.
They're not fully informed of my ideas.
Very exciting.
But I'm going to keep them on tenterhooks for a couple of weeks and wait to see what Emir's concept is, to see if the ideas that I have, if they fit in with
the
where
direction.
Emir's going with it. Yeah.
Okay. And what did you find most challenging about the short? Obviously, the feature's coming, and there will be different challenges and different direction. But what was most challenging about making this short film? I guess to you as the producer.
Yeah, we were quite fortunate in, I think, the crew we got on, because I've been in the industry for 20 years.
Okay.
So I was able, as an actor, to be on set and then kind of cherry pick the crew and slowly get my little black book.
Yeah.
So
We did have a terrific crew.
yeah,
It's always really key, isn't it?
the shoot it went amazingly. Like
Wow.
I
No
it's just
hiccups,
full
no
of love.
bumps.
No, I
No.
don't allow those.
And I think the thing is I love planning. I love my to-do list.
Great.
And all of this. So at the beginning, I just made sure X, Y, Z was done. There was contingency each day, all of that kind of stuff. I think what was the most challenging part?
For me, the most challenging part was that I realised that I wanted it to look great. Like a great film. And so that involved, for me, answering a lot of questions all day, but making sure we didn't cut corners in terms of the look of the film.
Yeah.
Because I think very often, and I work with a lot of young people who try to make films, and they have ideas they're gonna shoot something on an iPhone, or they're gonna this, and the problem is, I try to explain gently to them, is that doesn't really translate into cinema or into good viewing. Soundscape, very important. Music, very important. So I'm being a bit more technical about this, perhaps.
With the experience, you're kind of
yeah. So that was important to me, and I'm very pleased with the physical outcome of the way the film looks.
Brilliant. Emir, anything from you?
I really wanted to emphasize critiquing, allowing people to think critically of like institutions and companies and technology, and also to have people who might relate to this film feel empowered.
Okay.
So realize that they don't need outside forces to sort of seek well-being. And for me, one of the important things was to not get those two messages lost in translation onto the screen. And I think we did a terrific job.
Great job.
Of that. Yes.
I think so too.
I've got something that was challenging,
Okay.
but it was more a personal thing.
Okay.
Is that I went into this after 5 months of giving birth.
Oh, wow. Straight back in.
So for challenging thing for me is that I worked my maternity.
Wow.
So
Juggling baby on set?
yeah.
Wow.
So I had baby on set. I'd be coming into Soho from Surrey, trying to arrange childcare, coming into the post house, trying to have my brain on when you've had 2 hours sleep. So the challenge for me would have been a personal one of how to survive as a new mother, while producing and making sure I could keep
Everybody else
happy and try and produce this film at the standard that everybody wants and myself, we all want for it, while having a tiny little baby needing me. That and learning what motherhood is about. And I think that's what I really want out of this, is for other women out there to go,
you can do it.
You can do it. It's tough, but you can do it. And also don't listen to people who tell you, because I had it a million times in my life and I wish I never listened, telling me that my career would be over if I had a child.
Wow.
So the fact,
empowering other people out there
to empower, to say, look, you can
dreams.
have a baby. You can be pregnant. I mean, I was in a meeting with Emir 2 weeks before I gave birth. And I drove to this meeting and I was like out here, wasn't I?
They were all petrified and waiting for it to happen on set.
I'm glad you waited 2 weeks.
It's all about the timing.
Like this, but I had to go to this meeting. So I was like, I've got to do it. And yeah, so it's a strong thing. Do not listen to anyone. All the women out there that you want to have a baby, don't put it off either. Have your baby, you can, and if you're with the right circle of people, they will support you through it. They will understand.
That is really key.
Of our next short.
There you go. Next time
there
around.
is a story.
I was going to ask you about juggling, acting and producing, but juggling, acting, producing and motherhood, you filled it in for me.
Yeah, and that's the other side. Was I always got told as an actor, if you have a baby, your career is over. So this is, and then, I mean, I was in Tenerife with Kevin. When literally I was, very much in my maternity period. And then we went and produced this. Yeah.
Amazing.
So you can.
So many different empowerment stories there all together between the three of you.
Yeah.
So we like that. We love it. We love a story. We love a mission, and we love sharing those things with our audiences that can make a difference to their journeys as well as yours.
Yeah.
It's always good to hear. Well, Wellbeing, thank you so much. We're looking forward to you joining us in January. It'll be amazing to have you down for the festival. I hope you're all going to be there.
Yeah.
Baby as well, perhaps.
Yeah, we hope so. And I'll bring Maximus.
Baby as well. There we go. Look out for it. So that'll be Wellbeing as part of the Soho Lift in 2026 in January. Thank you.